I think one of the biggest misconception is that being rich is about the numbers. When people say, "Oh, that guy's a millionaire, that guy's a billionaire, and that guy's rich," but being rich has nothing to do with the number. Being rich is a ratio. It's a ratio between what you have versus what you need. If you calculate how much you're going to make for the rest of your life, let's say you make 50K a year, and you calculate at a certain point, it's going to stop. You don't know what that point is, but then you can kind of estimate. Either you get fired, that 50K will stop, or you retire, the 50K will stop. But then you just calculate whatever you think it is, all of their income together, and then you compare it to how much you need. Like, oh, I need this much to buy clothes, to buy a car, to buy a house, whatever you need. One day, when whatever you're gonna have goes over what you're gonna need, you're rich. Even goes over $1, you're rich. It doesn't matter the amount. For different people need different things. Like if I need 30K a year, if I make 31K, I'm rich. But if you need $1 million a year, even if you make 900,000, you're poor because you don't have enough. Yeah. So and then wealth, again, has nothing to do with the number. Wealth is a formula. The formula, you could have no money, but if you have the formula, then you're wealthy.
Go on with your formula.
Well, the formula is different for everybody, but just to give you an example, this is not an actual formula, but just to give you an example.
Or this is the way you look at things. Is that fair to say?
No, I'm just making up some numbers to give the listener an idea what I mean by a formula. So let's say any amount of money that comes in, I'm going to spend 30%. I'm going to take 70% to invest. And then the 70% I invest, I have to look for an investment that's going to give me 10% return at least. And then if I make any return from the investment, I'm going to take at least half of that and reinvest it. Like that's a simple formula. It has nothing to do. I could start with even debt. I can have negative 200,000 in my bank, or I have zero, or I have $1 million. As long as I have that formula, every financial decision I have, I filter through that formula. If the formula is good, you will never need money again in your life. And that's the difference between wealth and being rich. Being rich is...
Why is that so complex to me? Like, why do I not understand it the way you explained it? Like, I feel like this is a whole class. Like, say what?
Okay. Let me simplify it for you.
I thought that was simplifying it.
Yeah, well, that's a simplified example for formula.
Okay.
But the simple way I can explain to you is rich is having more than you need. Okay. And being wealthy is having a system that keeps on generating wealth.
Great. I understood that. Crystal clear, pat down, high five, we got it.
Yeah, so being wealthy is having a formula that whatever decision you have, it's kind of like a decision criteria. Whatever decision you have that revolves around money, you filter through that decision criteria. If it satisfies all your criteria, you do it. You take your own emotions and judgment out of it and just use a principle-based system. And every decision you have, filter it through the system. The system tells you yes or no. Now your own emotions and judgment and biased opinions.
It's so difficult. I'm trying to do that right now with not trying to spend on clothes or anything that I really don't need, but it's just cute, you know, like I go online, oh, this is on sale, oh, you know, we made too much at Lululemon, great, I can take that if you made too much, you know.
Yeah,
It's so hard.
That's a broke mindset.
Yeah. I don't want no broke ass.